we're all being hypnotized, sort of. As someone who has done a lot of hypnotherapy, it is much more subtle than pop culture would have you believe. It's not some guy having you walk around on stage acting like a pterodactyl. No, being hypnotized is going into this subtle trance, this subtle state where you are able to lock in and zoom in on what's directly in front of you. Obviously, this is a bit different in different contexts, but I'm talking about it in the context of consumption. More specifically, consuming content, consuming social media. When you're scrolling, when you're taking in content, you start to go into this subtle hypnotic state. That's why you can scroll for hours on end and look up and don't even realize that 2 hours have passed. I'm not telling you to stop consuming content. Obviously, I want you to keep consuming my content. However, this is an invitation, a reminder, a ping to do it more conscientiously. Not just what you consume, but also what you create. I think that as creators, we have a responsibility to the people's psyches that we are impacting, to the people that we are speaking to. We have a responsibility to speak to them with compassion, with kindness, with grace, and abide by a certain moral code of conduct. Because whatever they're taking in when they're listening, watching your content is being embedded deep in their psyche. It's impacting their nervous system. It's impacting how they react. It may even shift their perceptions of their life and their world. And we've all experienced pieces of content that have been absolute paradigm shifters. So in this digital world that we live in, it is your job both as a consumer and as a creator to be as conscientious as possible about both what you are taking in and what you are creating, because we're in this together. We have to hold each other accountable that we are creating, consuming things that lift us up or at least entertain us on a semi-wholesome level. I personally want to create and consume things that inspire me, make me laugh, make me feel bigger than my current reality, help me see things from a more zoomed out perspective, or at least help get my creative juices flowing or are validating to my experience. So watch what you're consuming and what you're creating, because you might just be getting hypnotized and doing the hypnotizing.